Hi everyone, and welcome back to another LYCIG video. Last week we had an interview, so just keeping with the cycle, this week is 4Ps week, and then we'll have another interview next week. This week we would normally be looking at presents because 2 weeks ago we looked at prayer, but we thought we'd kind of have a bit of a break from a specific P and actually tell you a story. Because Janine, who's part of our LYCIG team, she's a minister in a few churches in the Spen and Calderdale area. She's got a brilliant story to tell us about this nursery at one of her churches that has done some brilliant presence work, and well, beginning with prayer really, and then moving to presence and then proclamation. So we thought we'd show you this story that Janine's got for us this week, and then we'll be back to interviews next week, and then moving on with the rest of the 4Ps: presence, proclamation, and persuasion. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, and like our Facebook page. Keep sharing the videos and keep watching back. They'll still be there on Facebook and YouTube. Hope you enjoy it, and see you very soon.
The smallest of my 5 churches, I'm minister of 5 churches, has a nursery, a full-time nursery in its basement rooms, which are used full-time by the nursery. Just about 3 minutes walk up the road is the local school, and over the years ministers have been into the nursery doing story time and into school doing assemblies and such. But in the last couple of years I have been trying to make more links between those different relationships that we have. And unsurprisingly, of course, it is when the church engaged in intentional prayer that things started to move. So a couple of years ago, the church decided that it was either time to actually capitalise on the presence that we had and the opportunities that we had, or really there wasn't going to be a church in that place for too much longer. So the nursery school, I continue to go down and do story time. I've also continued to do the Christingle service. That's been a thing going on there for several years now with the nursery school children and their parents. We also do a graduation service when the little ones are moving up from nursery to big school, and I tell them that I will also be going up to school with them. They say I'm too old, but I go up and I do assemblies, and so I am a familiar face when I go up to school with them. We've also over the years done various things with the school, children from school coming down into church to learn about the church members' memories of the Second World War being one of them, and also doing a mock baptism. And since we began to pray as a church, and to be honest, they've got really good at that. Since we started to pray about what we wanted as a church by way of growth, and as the growth prayer says, in numbers but also in spirituality, we have noticed that those encounters that we have become more and more significant and grown over the years, over recent months and years. And back in the summer of last year, 2019, we decided that we would start Messy Church, and it was at the graduation service that we were able to publicise that come September we would be doing Messy Church in church once a month on a Tuesday straight after school, so children could walk down from school with their parents or grandparents to join us for Messy Church. We start So we started in September. And over the 6 months that we've been able to do Messy Church, because of course COVID-19 put a stop to that a bit, we have welcomed about 6 or 7 families into church. We have turned our presence into an opportunity for proclamation, and our families, we've some lovely, really lovely families, little children of course, because it's from the seed of the nursery school that we've started to grow Messy Church. So we have quite a young Messy Church, and so we've had to tailor our activities to quite young children, and it's been great. It's been wonderful to see the children enjoying themselves, enjoying singing about their growing faith, engaging in activities, but also the parents becoming more and more engaged with Messy Church as well. And since lockdown started, I've been sending home packs of activities that the children can do at home, and the families have been really enjoying getting to grips with those activities as well. So we've turned our presence as a nursery, like the sort of nursery you could have in any church, capitalised on that and the interaction that we already had with school, and with the power of prayer, we've been able to turn that presence into an opportunity for proclamation. And God is blessing us richly in this work that we're doing with Him, as we're joining God in God's mission in that particular church. So it's onwards and upwards for us now. Amen.